As you probably got from the previous slide, a surplus is essentially the opposite of a shortage. Here we're going to illustrate both shortages and surpluses in greater detail. First, though, let's start with the equilibrium, point E, the intersection between supply and demand. Here, the market price is $10, which corresponds to that intersection. And the quantity, the equilibrium quantity, is 500. And it's the equilibrium quantity because at this price, the quantity supplied is 500 and the quantity demanded is 500, or quantity supplied equals quantity demanded. The number of people who want to buy the good at that price, $10, is equal to the number of people who would sell that good, or the amount that would be sold at that price of $10. Now, let's look at a shortage. Say if the price were $5 instead of 10. Well, it's a shortage because we see that at a price of $5, it would intersect the supply curve here at point A, which would give us a quantity supplied of 250. That is, at a price lower than $10, the amount that suppliers would be willing to sell is less than the original 500, in this case 250. Now, it's a shortage because we know if we take this $5 and we go all the way over to where it intersects demand at point B, that the quantity demanded is higher than the quantity supplied, in this case, 750. We know this because according to the law of demand, at a price lower than $10, in this case 5, the quantity demanded should be higher, in this case 750, than the original quantity demanded, which was 500. That is lower price, increase in quantity demanded. And because the quantity demanded is greater than the quantity supplied, we have a shortage. Now, let's look at the case of a price that's greater than $10. That is, what if the price were $15 per pound instead? Well, here we see that at a price of $15 per pound, it intersects the demand curve at point C. And the quantity demanded at a price of $15 would be 250, which is consistent with the law of demand. At prices higher than $10, quantity demanded should be something less than 500, in this case 250. And it's a surplus because if you took this price of $15 and went over to the supply curve, you would see at point F that the quantity supplied at a price of $15 would be 750. If the price is greater than $10, the quantity supplied should be greater than the equilibrium quantity supplied. That is, we should see an increase of 500 to 750. And it's a surplus because this 750 supplied is greater than the 250 demanded at the price point of $15. The amount of goods that producers want to sell at that price is greater than the amount consumers want to pay at that price, or the amount that consumers are willing to buy at that price.